Welcome to Me Monastic, where we bring you the latest on faith, culture, and of course, a little holy humour. Today we're covering the newest way the church is helping voters keep their consciences squeaky clean this Super Tuesday. On Super Tuesday, Catholic voters found an unexpected addition outside some polling places, portable confessionals, set up just a few steps from the ballot box. The church, ever attuned to the spiritual needs of its flock, recognized that this election season might require some extra measures of grace and forgiveness, especially for those whose choices in the booth might not entirely align with church teachings. A bishop overseeing the project explained, "We know that voting for candidates who support pro-choice policies is a grave matter, but we also realize it's impractical for everyone to drive all the way to a parish just to confess this sin immediately after voting. By providing confessionals right outside the polling place, we're saving our parishioners time, fuel, and naturally, a little environmental impact. Confession can be a journey, but today, it's just a quick step away." The program, cleverly dubbed Vote, Repent, Pete, saw an enthusiastic response from voters navigating the murky waters of politics and faith. Some were seen exiting the polling station, hesitating as they glanced toward the confessional booths, clutching their rosaries like lifelines. After a deep breath, many made their way over, grateful for a swift path to absolution. One voter explained her reasoning as she stepped into line, saying, "Look, I know the candidate I chose doesn't fully support church teachings on life, but they're promising tax breaks I desperately need. We're supposed to be prudent with our finances, right?" After a brief session in the confessional, she emerged looking relieved and muttering about how her newfound savings could go to extra candles at Mass. Others had different motivations. There were those staunch defenders of freedom, or as one priest later described it, the freedom to sin with impunity voters. For them, the choice of candidate was less about morality and more about securing a no-strings-attached lifestyle. True freedom includes the right to make my own choices without any pesky moral interference, one voter argued with a grin before he entered the confessional. After a quick blessing and a splash of holy water, he walked away with a renewed sense of spiritual entitlement, grateful the church would still be there to forgive Tim repeatedly. Then there was the immigration-conscious group, those who wanted to be pro-life but found themselves drawing some interesting boundaries. "I'm all for protecting life," said one such voter, glancing nervously at the confessional. "But, just not everyone's life." He shuffled in, whispering his justifications to the priest, and emerged with a bit more peace of mind, thankful that nuanced moral reasoning was apparently no match for a few Hail Mary. As the day wore on, the line to the confessional booths remained steady, filled with voters seeking a spiritual reset after casting their ballots. With each absolution, they departed feeling lighter and freer, ready to re-enter the world with a temporarily clear conscience, regardless of what or whom they had voted for. By the end of the day, the priest smiled at the sight of relieved faces and souls, mostly unburdened. "If nothing else, this program boosted Mass attendance for the week," one priest joked as he closed up his portable confessional. The bishop overseeing the project nodded, saying, "Super Tuesday is a good reminder that voting isn't the final step of a Christian's journey. It's just one part. And with these booths, we've ensured that no one has to take that journey home with a guilty conscience." And so with a quick spritz of holy water and a nod of final blessings, the church's temporary confessional booths
were packed up for the next time they might be needed. Until then, Catholic voters could rest easy, absolved, and ready, at least until the next election. And there you have it, faithful followers, the latest way to stay politically engaged and spiritually clear, thanks to portable confessionals. Remember, there's no need to wait until the next election to get right with the Lord. You can join us here on Mimi Monastic anytime for more satirical takes on faith and life. Be sure to follow us, subscribe, and stay holy, friends. Even if it's one confession at a time,